Mount Vernon police are searching for a missing 32-year-old woman who's 4 months pregnant. Reports say no one has had contact with Gizela Andrade since Saturday night when she called her twin sister to vent about a fight with her boyfriend. Gizela's family says she never goes more than a few hours without talking to her twin sister and that they are increasingly concerned because she's diabetic and has been known to go into shock. Gizela was reportedly last seen driving in a vehicle, a white Toyota Venza with the license plates EWX 3056.
We are taking your calls out to Terry Sheridan, reporter with 1010 Wins at Colescott, Connecticut. Terry, what do you know about the missing pregnant babysitter?
Well, I know that Mount Vernon Police, Westchester County Police, Nancy, are looking for her. I guess they're hitting the ground, checking the emergency rooms in the hospitals of both Westchester, Northern Bronx. Mount Vernon borders New York City, and they're checking the shelters as well as checking the roads for any trace of her. She's not been seen since Saturday night. She's not been heard from since Saturday night, and they're very concerned, especially because of her health issues.
Out to you, Marlena Shiva, our producer on the story. Marlena, what more can you tell me about her disappearance?
Well, I can tell you, Nancy, that she was at a counseling session with her boyfriend, and apparently she came home that night, had an argument with him, and then she went off driving. She called her sister to, as her sister describes it, vent, and her sister was encouraging her to come to her house, and although Gizela didn't ever show up there, she considered going there, and then she was never heard from again.
Okay, let me get this straight, Marlena. I thought she told the sister she was planning to go on home.
She was she was wavering between going home and going to the sister's house. She didn't commit to either, and then no one ever heard from her again. And then by Sunday, they reported her missing, and no one has seen or heard from her since.
I'm going to go to Dr. Michael Arnold, a board-certified forensic pathologist, joining us out of Denver. She is diabetic. What effect could that have on the baby?
If her diabetes is not kept under control, if she has out-of-control diabetes, I would have a concern for both her health as well as the baby's health.
Look at this. Wait, put that back up, Liz. Extra large baby, possibility of a C-section, high blood pressure with preeclampsia, early preterm birth, low blood sugars, hypoglycemia, miscarriage or stillbirth. Why would you suffer all of that because you're diabetic?
Eclampsia, preeclampsia is a condition which can affect mothers during pregnancy, can be associated with high blood pressure, and can result in both the death of the mom and the death of the child if it's not treated in a prompt fashion.
This babysitter, this pregnant babysitter, is now missing for days. The boyfriend allegedly thought she goes to the sisters. The sister, I guess, that she goes to the boyfriend's. Nobody reports her missing that night. We all know the first 72 hours are critical. Out to the line, Shayna in Louisiana. Hi, Shayna.
Hi, Nancy. I love both of your shows. I have two questions. My first question is, did they interrogate the boyfriend? Did they question him? And my second question is, why are all these pregnant women coming up missing?
Let me tell you something. I was shocked when I learned this. I learned this back in the Lacey Peterson case, and I'm pretty sure it was a New England Journal of Medicine, which is a very well-known, renowned, esteemed journal. They did a study. The number one cause of death amongst pregnant women is homicide. What about that, Shayna, Louisiana? First of all, to you, Terry Sheridan, was the boyfriend interrogated?
Mount Vernon Police say yes, the boyfriend has been very cooperative. He is not a suspect, and they do not consider foul play as of yet in this case.
Really?
Yeah.
So, Terry, I can tell by the tone of your voice you've never been pregnant before. Listen,
No.
You don't just disappear when you're pregnant. You got to go home and lay down. All right? She hasn't just wandered off. I can tell you that much. To Dr. Patricia Saunders, clinical psychologist, New York, I want you to address, if you can, Shayna in Louisiana's question regarding, she said, all these pregnant women turning up missing or dead.
Well, as you said, Nancy,
She's right.
That, yeah, one of the leading causes of death in pregnant women is homicide. There was a subsequent study shown that about 20% of pregnant women who die because of murder, and murder at the hands of usually the baby's father, that in a fit of rage, the guy sees the baby as a parasite and kills the mother just like that.
Alicia lawyers, Robin Sachs, Raymond Giudice, Richard Herman. You know, if someone has preyed upon this girl, do we know, is that a death penalty state, Ellie? Do we know if that's a death penalty jurisdiction? I'm guessing no, but tell me, Ellie, in my ear if you can. It's the New York jurisdiction. Oh no, yeah, we don't have the death penalty in New York. They think it's odious. So we don't. I guess the killer, if there is one, doesn't have to worry about that. What about it, Robin Sachs?
Well, here you've got potentially a double homicide. If in fact there is foul play and that there is a crime, you have not only the crime against with Giselle, but you also have this potential baby.
Raymond?
Let me disagree with Robin. New York State statute is 24 weeks, meaning 6 months for infanticide, homicide of the infant, of the unborn fetus.
Okay, Richard, what about it?
Nancy, we don't even know if she ran away with another boyfriend, and we don't even know if she was pregnant. Come on, we don't know anything about this.
I do know that she's pregnant, and I guess your suggestion is that she's carried on an affair during her pregnancy. Hey, thanks, Richard. That'll fly with the jury.
Big Deal Days are back.